Yo guys, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing Rogue Mage, and I'm doing with this, he's basically a viewer slash friend. I got his 2100 this season, I think, I'm pretty sure. So I decided to keep him on the friends list, and I think he's like a long time viewer, so, I decided to get him as 2200. I think he's like 2150 right now. What we're gonna do here is he's gonna DB Sheep ring the warrior. So when you ring around the warrior, what you're going to be doing is you're going to bomb it. So I'm going to bomb the warrior in the ring. So when the druid tries to come in and try to push for a heal, he's not going to be able to. I think we screw this up because he doesn't DB, so he just gets kicked on sheep. And I kind of see the kick, so I just instantly go off of it. Now, you want to instantly blind the druid as soon as he roars you. Now, I usually trinket roar. I think it's a very good play. Now, you can pre-evasion too, because you can evasion roar. So as you can see, he gets kicked on sheep. So I see that he messes it up. So I'm just going to Kenny bomb. He instantly trinkets. He sheeps my target on accident. Not a big deal. We get double trinket in the opener. And I do 1v1 the Shuddering Throw, so there's not much you can do there. Now, I disarm his burst rotation. I don't really need a disarm, or I don't need an evasion because I disarmed him, and he's not targeting me, so we sheep. And the only problem with sheeping there was the DR on the warrior was still a long time, so I was gonna go, but I decided to just Kenny the druid, and then we're gonna open on the warrior here, and he's gonna get a little bit of CC. Actually, no, he doesn't, but we just kill him anyway. So he dies by like a hair, like a literally barely we kill him. Now I was gonna use blades there, but I didn't think he would die just by my trinket and our damage, but he does get taken out. Unfortunate for that guy. Pretty much, not much you can do there. Double Windwalker, so we decided to go the lowest HP. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna sap the highest HP. He's gonna DB the lowest HP. So as you can see here, I'm gonna sap it's lit, and he's gonna DB Chopper, or it might be the other way around. Let's see. So it looks like we're going LE. So so as you can see, we get the perfect opener. We get Trinket Eye Evasion, because usually every time he trinkets, he's going to try to stun you. This time he actually didn't. I try to resap. Instead he gets the disarm. So we do get the sap. We get the DB, so he can't pre anything. He's going to stun me here. I trinket. I try to backstep, but I, run into another stun. I almost die in a global. I got really lucky there. So I see that he's running behind and he has 0 HP, so what we're going to do is blind him, and then off DR, we're going to cheap shot him. We could wait for Kinney, but as you can see, the monk's right there. We're going to cheap the monk, and we're going to 1v1 here. And he does get taken out. Not much you can do there. So we do take out the NLE Chabu. Not much you can do there, man. GG to these guys. These guys actually did very good. Just not much you can do versus Rogue Mage. At that, monk just already gets countered by Rogue and Mage, so tough luck. So Hunter Priest here, I think we screw this up. So he uses the AoE button on his burst for some reason, which I don't think is really good, but he does. So as you can see, I blind. I don't even realize he's using his his button there. So I get completely outplayed. He roots. So my blind's broken. We got pet sack, but nothing else. So as you can see, I bomb here, and I try to cheap shot, but I forget it was off. It was DR'd, so it was kind of worthless. But so that goes really sketchy. This was looking a really really bad game. Now, theoretically, if they played good, these guys would have destroyed us. Messing up that first blind go is basically GG. If you mess up one go versus a counter comp, even playing correctly, you can still die. So I get mind games on me, so I pretty much have to cloak here. If I don't, I die. So I cloak the mark off me as well. I'm going to go eat, getting food in my bags. I'm going to eat up for a second. The hunter, as you can see, is going to be rushing over to get me, so I'm going to move right now. He's going to pre-sheep. I see the pre-sheep, so I'm going to cheap shot and then Kinney. So cheap shot, Kinney. Now, as you can see, we get double trinket and guardian. Or, I meant turtle. So with double trinket, turtle. Now, this is our win. This is why we won this game. Is because these guys screwed over, and instead of just one person trinketing, they both did. This was the sole purpose of why they lost this game. So we do get the dub off this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to open. I actually had a pre-sap on him, which is insane for us. Now he gets feared. I don't even notice he's feared. I thought he was gonna cancel block for it, but he didn't. So he kind of just GG that guy. I don't know what he trinketed. I actually have no idea what he trinketed, but he doesn't have it unfortunately. So that goes kind of screwed. He does DB, which was kind of bad because we weren't doing anything. So he double DBs, but we're not doing anything off of it, which was kind of bad. I could wait until blind, or I can go. I think we decided to go off DR, so he does pre-sheep the target. So he's gonna sheep him again, or not. We'll see what happens. So it looks like he does get me out with the flare here. No, he does not. I cheap shot, I kidney shot, and he has no turtle. He has pet sec, but it doesn't really matter that much because I have blind, so I do blind before he can get the trap. I see that he AoE, so I blind now. Now he could have deathed it, but I would have seen it, and we get to do the get up, and we almost lost because he AoE'd again. So if I was went in the blind right there, which I probably would have, we would have lost that game. So same thing here. What we're gonna do is DB sheep, ring around the warrior, and then bomb. And I usually trinket roar. Now I like to evasion, but sometimes you don't get it. You get unlucky. The druid's like for some reason like at the perfect spot to get the roar off. So as you can see, I do evasion. Actually, no, he instantly opens. I trinket. I instantly get it. He does AoE again, so he breaks our other blind, which it was getting me. It was like, oh, I was like, man, stop doing that, man. You screwed up my goes. So that's like the third time he's done it. So unfortunate. So our blind go again is screwed over, and we're not looking too good. I mean, we got trinket, but it's not the best. So I think we won this game. I think the druid DC'd or he glitched out. I don't know what was going on with this guy, but as you can see here in a second, this guy kind of freaks out. Now I see that my guy's gonna have to block like right now, so I need to stop it so he doesn't just die. As you can see, I disarm it and I 1v1 so I can get my kidney set up. As you can see, I kick Cyclone. I'm going to cheap shot or kidney. If I cheap shot and then kidney, he's gonna sheep. He's gonna trinket the sheep, and I'm gonna try to sap, but I can't. He does trink. And as you can see, now we've gotten every cooldown. He has bust coming up. If he can just pre-sheet the warrior, we're in a good spot. Now, this was a little scary. He was doing a little bit of pumping damage. And the druid didn't decide to get me out until now, so he roars me out. He cyclones me. My guy does have kick, but he didn't use it, unfortunately. And basically, my guy's bust back. As you can see, watch this guy scream right here. So Blizzard decided to give me like the one time in my life of luck, and I turn back around and I see this guy just twitching. Look at this guy. Yeet yeet. So I do get the sap. Oh man, unfortunately, he tries to get a re-stealth instead, and we do take him out here. So just because he tried to get the re-stealth instead of doing anything else, we get the dub. We take it. GG to those guys. We do take that dub. DH Priest. Now I think we get the perfect opener here where we sap the Priest and then kidney the DH. Now what usually I like to do is I like to sap the DH, swap it to the Priest, and then DB the DH so we can't pre anything, but it's 2200. People don't know how to pre anything yet. It's about 1400 XP being at 2200. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to sap the Priest before he can get the eyeball. So he actually steals Poly, but we still get the kidney. He actually uses his evasion, but I still got the kidney. So I got really lucky about that one, actually. I didn't even notice in the original clip. But yeah, he was very mad about that one. We did get very lucky. I think we got it off just in time to where it was ours. Like if you use two buttons at the same time, it's ours. So as you can see, we only get Guardian out of a full kidney Busco. I don't know how it's even possible, but we busted and we didn't get Trinket. So I don't know how that even works out. But, not the best opener, not the worst. So I'm going to cheap shot. I'm going to kidney, get Trinket instantly here. I'm going to keep going. And he only really trinketed because I used my trinket. So I just try to get a little bit of extra damage. I'm going to disarm him here soon. And I do file. I'm going to blind him here for the trinket. As you can see, trinkets, whenever you know you can get more and you kind of need to in some situations. So there, it could be also bad to blind because if it's a good player, he'll hold it. As you can see, the DH was in no trouble. He was DR'd. So, if he did hold my blind, it would have been very, very bad for us. It probably would have been game changing. But as you can see, he tries to play Fleshcraft instead of darkness. If he pre-darkness instead, he would have lived. But, he decided Fleshcraft, and we do take him out. We make him punish for that one. And for the last game here, these guys actually been very good. This is the first Boomy I've seen in over 2200. So props to these guys for actually playing probably the most hardest class in the game for that CR. So as you can see, he wards, he fades, he gets me, I cheap shot him. This guy's lining me, which is kind of awkward. I do kick him. And my guy decides not to bust here, which was kind of questionable. Because I knew we weren't going to get anything, but we win this game off of a pure luck of crit. And I felt really bad because like we should not have won the way we won. This was just pure mage brain, and I don't know how we ended up winning this game. I think it's because I used my trinket. So we actually win this next go, and what we do is we have blind. My guy's gonna DB sheep, and we're gonna kidney. If this guy was in form, if he pre'd, he wouldn't have died. I guarantee it. Birds don't die unless they're out of form, or like in cat form, obviously. So as you can see, he had time to pre, he didn't, and we do bomb last second. So he does get the guardian, but it is bust and my trinket, so it does get taken out. Not much you can do about that one. GG. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you guys want to see the Rogue Mage guide later, I will get that done and get it going. Peace, boys.